This Pokemon is one of the best supports in Scarlet and Violet VGC right now, and here's why. First off, and most importantly, is its ability. I don't know about you, but I've been seeing Choice Band, Extreme Speed, Dragonite all over the place on this early ladder, and Farigiraf counters that with its ability Armor Tail. Armor Tail is a new ability, but not a new effect. Armor Tail protects both Farigiraf and its allies from being hit by priority moves. This blocks things like Fake Out, Jet Punch, Bullet Punch, and of course, the infamous Extreme Speed. But that isn't all. It also has the move Trick Room and Imprison, an infamous combo. If you don't know what Imprison does, I'll explain. Basically, the opponent can't use any move that Farigiraf knows. So in the case of my set, they won't be able to use Psychic, Helping Hand, or Trick Room. This helps out a lot of faster paced teams that don't want no silly space distortion. Not to mention, having Trick Room can help you if, let's say, the opponent Murkrow sets up Tailwind. Oh, it also can't be taunted by Murkrow because of its ability, making it a free setup. But I'm not going to ask you to sit here and just take my word for it. Here are the first 3 battles of this team. Hope you guys enjoy. Our first opponent was looking great for us, as they had 4, maybe even 5 common priority users. I decided to lead with Gyarados and Garchomp, which is probably my most common lead, as these two synergize really well. They lead with Palafin and Amoonguss, a strong combo in itself. Predicting Palafin to switch to activate its ability, I decided to go for Earthquake and Dragon Dance. I didn't have to worry about Spore, and you'll see why in a second. This works out well as they bring in Arcanine, who doesn't enjoy the EQ, especially because we have the clear amulet blocking the Intimidate. I decide to D-Dance and EQ again, which takes out Arcanine and gets Gyarados at a +1 attack and a +2 speed. And Amoonguss does try to put us to sleep, but this activates my Lumberry. They then bring in the infamous Dragonite, and I knew straight away what was happening, so I protect my Gyarados to keep it healthy and just EQ with Chomp. And of course, they become that normal type and land a hard Extreme Speed into Garchomp, which brings us low, but we're able to fire off an Earthquake, doing decent damage. We then terrestrialize our Gyarados as they switch Amoonguss out for Palafin, as Dragonite takes out Garchomp with Extreme Speed. Our Tera Blast is able to take out Palafin though, leaving them with 0 switches, which means when we bring out the star of the show, they can't use any moves on Dragonite, allowing us to freely take it out with Psychic, and of course the Amoonguss can't win a 1v3, so we've won the match. Next was looking like a Trick Room team, something I didn't want to deal with, so I led with Farigiraf and Gyarados as they lead with the Oranguru and Rotom Wash. I bring in Chomp to take in the Thunderbolt, as Farigiraf imprisons to stop any potential Trick Room from being set up. We do get taunted, but we've done what we wanted. We then double up into Rotom, and we do get a lucky crit as it brings Chomp into the yellow with a Hydro Pump. On the next turn, Oranguru does taunt Chomp again, disabling Protect, which is annoying. I then predict a switch Protect as I Dragon Claw the Oranguru side as they bring in Indeedee, which takes off the damage, and Rotom didn't Protect and takes Chomp out, but Farigiraf finishes it off with a Psychic. Knowing they really only have special attackers left, I bring in Sylveon, and here I'm pretty sure these two can only use Taunt or Follow Me, as these two Pokemon normally only have Psychic and Helping Hand, with Oranguru having Trick Room. This allows me to set up a Coal Mine for free as it gets taunted. But on the next turn, we Terra into a Fairy type and click Helping Hands and Hyper Voice for the double KO. This leaves Torkoal, but a combination of Psychic and Hyper Voice takes it out. And this battle just proves how crazy Imprison can be. Last off was a kinda scary team, but we lead with Garchomp and Gyarados again and start off strong with a Terra boosted Earthquake, doing insane damage to Garganacl and Tyranitar as Waterfall from Gyarados finishes off the T-Tar. Garganacl does set up an Iron Defense, but it won't really matter. They replace T-Tar with Dragonite, who of course is going to go for normal type Extreme Speed, so I bring in the Goat who blocks the E-Speed as we take out Garganacl with another Earthquake. And with Dragonite more than likely being locked into a choice banded E-Speed, they FF. And here is the rental team. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.